getting so far out of your comfort zone and doing whatever it took to connect with people, even if you felt self-conscious about how you spoke the language or not really knowing anything about that industry or anything like that. Really just kind of throwing yourself in there. I do think that that made me comfortable with the uncomfortable. The first time I ever went to Nicaragua, I was actually 19 years old. How my parents let me go to Nicaragua at 19. So one day, like years later, I was like, hey, so my Spanish wasn't that great. Yeah, I know we grew up speaking Spanish, but I wasn't as fluent as I am now. And they were like, you were just a very persuasive 19-year-old. Somehow you got us to tell you like, yeah, you can go. First, having to go travel by yourself where you kind of know the language, you've never been there before. Then on top of that, arriving at the airport and going through customs and them essentially detaining you to be like, you can't leave the airport coming into a foreign country without telling us where you're gonna stay. I was like, I don't know. The guys from Oliva Tobacco told me that they'd be here to pick me up. And they're like, that's not good enough. But then I was like, please, if you just let me go over to the window and actually just see if there's somebody there. Of course, I don't know anybody because there's a stranger coming to pick me up. And there was a name that would kind of look like it was Matt Hunt. So I was like, look, that's my guy. He's here to pick me up. So then finally they let me go and I went with a stranger and somehow I ended up at cigar factories in every business, whether it be sauces that I had never done before, cigars at 19 that I never really had done before. It prepared me and here we go. So let's start more adventures.